My name is John. Today we're going to talk about the first aid kit of Altoids using the Altoid can. As you can tell, it's small, lightweight, and not going to break, if it gets hit. But I mean, of course, throwing it around or, throwing it at your wife or loved one, it's going to, probably put a dent in this and, may end up getting in a big fight after that. But anyway, Altoids can cost about $1.50. Of course, just this little tin can is going to hold up pretty well. Okay, just to let you know, some of my credentials is I am certified lifeguard through the BSA and the Red Cross, and then also I am an Eagle Scout as well. And so I've been through all the training and so forth. Just to let you know, what I usually take is on a trip is a good size first aid kit. One of the ones that you could buy at Walmart. Already prepackaged. I just added a couple things to it myself. But we're going to talk about something that you would take on like a hiking trip. Or you could even put in your pocket. If you're just going to go outside and do some work. So let me move the camera over here. If you hear the noises in the background, that's my wife and my kid. They're just having some fun over there. Okay. All right. Now, a couple of these things, I have to explain further into, so don't be too hasty in comments without watching the whole video. All right. So, as I said, Altoids can. First thing on the list. Of course, Band-Aids. You always need Band-Aids. I have, I think 3-inch by something odd Band-Aids, adhesive Band-Aids if you get any cuts or anything like that. I got 3 of them. Okay. I have Swift First Aid Cream. This is the antiseptic. Make sure nothing bad gets in your system. And I have 3 of those. I also have the alcohol prep pad. These are nice to have if you ever have to clean your glasses or whatnot. Then I also do have some other stuff. Let's say you're hiking out there and a buddy starts passing out or something. And you see those movies whenever the boxers, they go back to the ring and they just collapse. And the guy puts that thing in front of his nose and he wakes up. That's ammonia inhalants. Okay? And it's these little things. All you got to do is squeeze in the middle and then they smell it. So if somebody's passing out on the trail and you need them to stay awake, break it, let them smell it, they're up. I have 2 of those. Okay. Then I have I guess you would call it a tongue depressor or something like that. But of course, if you need to look somebody's mouth, move the tongue around. I cut this down to size. Of course, as you can tell, it used to be about yay long. Okay. But for purposes, I cut it so it could fit in the Altoids can. I do keep tweezers with me, a little set of tweezers, and then also a safety pin as well. This can be used for plenty of things, of course. Then I have some crap. What is this called?
Gauze.
Some gauze pad. Not gauze pad itself, but this is gauze wrap. This is wrap. That's what it is. I'm sorry. So in case somebody's arm needs some more pressure to it and everything, you just wrap this around there a couple times and hold a Band-Aid down even if you need to. Then also some junior Band-Aids, for itty-bitty little things. They're not that big. There we go. And then some strips as well. And I've found these the best to hold down, if you're sweating outside and Band-Aid, just falls off like crazy. If somebody's having low electrolytes or passing out a little bit, you can put this in. Well, you can just give this to them. Make sure they drink a lot of water with it, so they won't have electrolyte poisoning. Because whenever you're on the trail and you have a whole thing of Gatorade, you could have a withdrawal from it because the Gatorade could make you sick and throw it back up. So you're worse off, than you were before. Then I have nasal decongestant, non-drowsy formula, little thing, packet as well. Ibuprofen, sting relief, just for any bees or anything like that, Just make sure it's kind of like a little cream, pretty much. And then I also have a non-aspirin tablet for pain relieving. And then you know, some people do carry scissors in their first aid kits, and that's always been a big thing, so you can cut the gauze or cut the Band-Aids or whatnot. I myself, you know, prefer a knife, or I do have my Leatherman, which does have scissors on the end. Okay? You know, but I'm not saying that you can't get small scissors for your Altoid can. Then the last thing I have in my pack, which of course can't fit in the Altoids can, is my first aid book, Backcountry First Aid and Extended Care. You know, and this pretty much gives everything from abdominal injury to wound management, nosebleed, seizure, shock, dehydration, CPR, heart attack, men only problems, and the woman only problems as well, and then also shock removal or fractures. You know. But then also I wanted to show you how I pack this. Usually I put the Band-Aids on the bottom because they're the biggest thing. I know people are going to say, well, you know, if you have to get to the Band-Aids only, you have to take everything out. Well, problem is you always do have to take everything out, you know, no matter what. Unless it's, you know, unless you're lucky and the thing's like right on the top. But anyway, I put the Band-Aids in first, the junior Band-Aids on the bottom, and then I start putting the strips over here, the alcohol prep pads right here. And sometimes, you know, this isn't the way to pack it, but, you know, I found that it works best for me. I put all the pain relief and electrolyte tablets, you know, kind of on top, nasal congestant, and I put the cream. And then the thing about this is that it's bendable, and it's just a little bit wider than the area. But if you push it down, it holds everything pretty much down, so it doesn't stick up, which comes in handy, you know, to get this kind of stuff. So then, after it pushes or compresses everything down, I can put everything else on top, just like this. And you gotta kind of play a little bit of Tetris while doing this. So, if I'm lucky, I don't have to repack this. You know, it won't look so bad in front of all these viewers. So, just gotta kind of figure out the best way it works for you. You know, my way may not be the way for you. Oh, see, it popped open a little bit. You know, just gotta double check. Nope. See, this is exactly what I was talking about. Let's see. And that's it. And then pop open or anything. That's it. So my Altoids can, first aid book, and then I usually carry my Leatherman in its pouch. Usually when you're backpacking, you can't carry anything on your belt because you got the hip belt and it'll push anything in. But so then, you know, I just put this on a strap on the backpack. So I have everything that was on the table, and now I have it in this much area. And it's still not even that heavy. You know, probably the heaviest thing is my book. So I might just bring a knife out one time. But if there's any questions or any comments, you know, put them on the message board, of course. You know, hopefully no negative stuff too far. You know, only questions. You know, don't try to make anybody sound stupid, because I always hate that. But there will be other videos, backpacking videos most likely, and hiking videos as well. I gotta go, my baby's crying, so good luck, keep hiking, and have fun in the outdoors.